me.
We're trying out a new segment.
Okay.
Are you ready?
I am.
All right. This is called Pick Your Fate.
Okay.
Would you rather marry your ex or spend a year in jail?
How long do I have to be married to my ex for?
Ooh, good question. Fuck, we didn't think about this part. Let's say 4 years and...
Or 4 years would. No, because a year in jail is horrible. That involves anal rape and whatnot. Yes, 4 years, but if it was a lifetime, I'd just spend a year in jail. If I had to marry...
Wait.
What kind of jail, though? Would you, a federal prison? A year in federal prison?
Do you view yourself as a victim in jail?
Everyone's a victim. What, you're saying that I'm spending a year in... What am I, one of the fucking guards? What am I doing there?
Well, you could... No, you're definitely in jail.
I'm in jail.
Yeah, for a crime that, I don't know, you probably committed. You know, let's say, what if you were like a leader in jail and you weren't a victim? I don't know.
No, I'd take the year in jail.
Year in jail.
In a lifetime of being married, lifetime of being married to someone you don't want.
4 years.
4 years I could do.
4 years you could do.
4 years I could marry my fucking dad for 4 years. You know what I mean? 4 years.
So you'd rather fuck your father than fuck some.
I would rather have sex with my dad than go to prison for a year. That's an easy answer, that one. You haven't met my dad. He's a master craftsman.
I love it that the idea that your brothers and your dad may be listening to this podcast.
Yeah, my dad's
like, oh, we're
my
so
dad's
proud.
Gonna figure out how to fucking download a podcast.
Cabinets.
That's what's gonna happen. My dad still reads Playboy because he can't find the internet porn. It's true. It's true. He said, your mother's put a block on that computer. There's porn in there somewhere, but your mother's made it so it's hard to find. And then I went, Dad, there's nothing wrong with it. You can get to porn very quickly, because I think my dad just yells at the screen, porn. Porn. Nothing comes out.
And it's sort of, to an American ear, sounds a little bit like prawn.
Yeah, prawn.
Which we can bring it all back.
Yeah, it's all coming back. Jumbo shrimp. Oh, here we go. There's some titties.
Okay, next question. Become a vegan for life
Yeah.
become a vegan for life or lose your pinky finger.
Oh, no, lose my pinky finger.
Yeah? Which one? Left or
You
right?
can have them both, meat and meat. I would do vegetarian, but I wouldn't do vegan. I wouldn't do vegan. That's ridiculous. Those people are stupid. Fucking not eating cheese or eggs or anything. Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Like, I'm not going to stop you. But it's the same as when you meet extremely religious people. Like, if you want to have that belief system, go for your life, but I'm not. And also, you've made your choice. There's all these restaurants popping up, and now you're having like there's a place called Doomies, which I do quite like the Doomies, which makes like a Big Mac made of vegan stuff. No, you've made your choice. Don't start having shit that's shaped like meat. It's not like I get meat and shape it like a carrot. No, and then colour it in orange. It goes, tastes just like carrot. No.
It is like a weird trick.
Yeah. It's like they're trying to fool themselves like, I'm eating meat, but I'm not. It's fucking the things you can do with soy. Yeah, no, fuck those people. No, I'll get rid of both. You can take a hand. You can take one of my hands. I wouldn't be a vegan.
Which one?
Just my left one's useless. This one's useless.
Are you sure?
Yeah, the right one does all the masturbating.
Your girlfriend is doing something. She's making the international jerk-off symbol.
Yeah. The right one masturbates. It writes things. It holds the microphone for the most part. The right one's an amazing athlete. This one's just... If there was like a sitcom, like a cop buddy series about my two hands, one of them, this one would just be like, yeah, we solved the mission together. And it'd be like, of course we did left hand. You were a lot of help. Yeah, I helped steady things up. So anyway...
Do you know what this is? I was going to ask Cassie to maybe grab a saw from downstairs so we could sort of really try this out. But
I'm still going to eat meat anyway. Like, these are all hypotheticals, and now you're cutting off my hand. I wouldn't have done the podcast if I thought I was going to lose a fucking hand. I'll tell you that much.
Hey, listen, we got you here in my dressing room. Here at Mom.
We did. Next question. Come on. This one's getting a bit dark.
All right. Lose your ability to have an orgasm or lose all your money.
Lose my ability to have an orgasm.
And
I would lose all my ability to have an orgasm, and the reason for that is this:
Because you've experienced it before.
I've experienced it before, but it's like once you stop having orgasm, I assumed that my sexual drive would go away, and that's something that I've been praying for my entire life. I would love to have no sex drive and just be walking around like, fucking, you can't hurt me, just to the world, like just being able to walk into a bar and have a pretty girl look at me and go, get out of my way, I'm trying to get a drink, like that would be just a wonderful experience.
Okay.
Like getting off a fucking wild animal or something. Yeah, get rid of my sexual.
Here's a question.
Looking forward to that day.
So for you, question for the men here. Do you think that you experienced orgasms like more powerfully when you were like young? Like at 14
I think
or 15
I think I have more powerful orgasms now.
Me too.
Really?
Because they take longer and I have to work for them more. When I was 14, it was like bang, 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 like that, right? And it was just like, let's do it again.
But I also know how to plan my orgasms now.
Yeah.
I know how to plan them so they're better.
They truly feel physically more powerful now.
Well, I know how to make my orgasms feel better.
Yeah, I just know that coming now is a bigger deal because it's, it's still free. A couple of times a day or whatever like that. But when you're a teenager, you can do it like 10 times a day. You shoot them out. Now it's just more of a treat.
The first time I had
you know what I mean? Like you want an honest answer. It's like, oh, go on, Jim, go into your room and treat yourself.
That's a good point.
How about you? Do you feel yours are more powerful now than they were when you were a teenager?
It's different.
Right.
It's different. Like the first time
Less men in the room now.
Less relatives. No, but the first time, I think it felt like falling through space. That's what it felt like. It was like, like those.
I remember I remember masturbating several times before I could ejaculate, and just getting the tingle, and then just like having like I hadn't seen porn or anything. It was that it was the fucking 80s who'd seen it, right? And as a kid,
did you see? Wait, sorry, I didn't. But what about your dad's Playboys?
Yeah, but they were Playboys. They were just naked women I'd seen, but I'd never seen a penis ejaculate in any way. And then the first time, I just had like a drop of cum, just go bloop like that, right? And thinking that can't be good, because every other white fluid that has come out of my body has been through some type of infection or illness, and now I'm like, oh no, I should tell someone about that. And then. You know what I mean? Like I was young. I was like,
and
10.
did you tell your mom?
I was like 10. No, my mother once caught me masturbating when I was about 13, and it was just it's tattooed on my brain as one of the most horrific things. She came into my room, and it was about 40 degrees Celsius, very hot Australian days, like 105 or something, right? And I'm in there, and I was just prepping for the wank. I had a couple of magazines. And I had my pants sort of hitched down to about my knees.
Oh, are you on the bed or are you standing up?
I'm laying on the bed. I'm reading the magazines. I'm getting ready. And then my mother's a largish woman, and you can hear her. She's barreling down the hallway. She's angry about something. And as she comes to open my door, in one motion, I pull the duvet over, my doona over the top of me, and I throw the magazines just down the side of the bed. And so I'm laying there. It's blisteringly hot. We didn't have air conditioning. And for some reason, in the middle of the day, I'm just laying under me duvet, just staring at her. And she goes, make sure you clean this fucking room. My mother was my mother was a rageaholic, right? And she said, make sure you clean this room. And I'm like, all right, Mum, I'll be right onto that. And then it's like, that was the only time I never fought back with her. And she's like, fucking something's up, right? And so she goes, what are you doing under there? I go, we're having a nap. I decided to have a nap. She goes, you haven't had a nap in years. What are you talking about? You're having a nap. I said, Mum, can you just go? She goes, what are you hiding?
Oh, boy.
And she starts.
This is traumatizing.
She starts pulling on the duvet.
No.
Right? So she's pulling and pulling and pulling. Now, because of that, whatever reason, erection strengthens. Right now, she's pulling. We've got a 300-pound woman on one side of the duvet, and I'm holding it just with my little claws up near me chest. And then there's that bit when you're having a tug-of-war battle and you're losing dramatically, and then you're like, let's just let go and watch the other cunts fall over. Right? That's the only win that you have left in this scenario. And so I just, in one motion, I don't know why I'm telling this on a podcast, but I just in one motion let go of the duvet. She smashed into the cupboard, and in one motion I flipped over onto my stomach, and my 12 or 13-year-old little sweaty ass was glistening in the wind. And my mother said the immortal words, "You disgust me." She left.
Oh,
Traumatizing. Brutal. You disgust me.
God. Oh, did that fuck you up
It
guilt-wise?
did for a little bit, but then...
Did you feel guilty about like...
Well, we laugh about it now at Christmas dinners and stuff like that. Like everyone...
I love this.
That's a story that gets brought out about the time that Jim was
ding.
masturbating. Yeah. I once saw one of my brothers masturbate by accident. That we still haven't spoken about that. So if you're listening,
you have
mate,
a son.
I do.
So, like, I have a son. I'm definitely anticipating like the crunchy socks, sheets.
I don't know who does this masturbating into a sock thing.
I never understood that.
I never understood that. I heard that as a thing. Like I tried it once. It was about 2 strokes. And I was like, I'm not fucking doing this. Fucking scratchy cotton around my penis. What a ridiculous.
Oh, I always thought that it was just for the cleanup factor.
Well, I think that some guys finish so that they can catch the cum, and then. But to be honest with you, I just sort of smeared it into my stomach, let it soak in, and went to sleep.
That's why you have the softest stomach that I've ever felt.
Yeah.
The next pick your fate: live in your car or open for Bill Cosby on tour.
When you say open for Bill Cosby, like as in part my anus for a raping, or you mean open as in do stand up before him?
I think the latter was the original intention, but I like your interpretation of the former.
That's like really open for him.
Dealer's choice.
I would live in my car. Morally, I'd have to live in my car than open for Bill Cosby. But see, then there's this grey area. Like, what if you're living in your car and then like 50 women go, "We lied." Like, I don't expect this to happen. I do think he's a rapist. But there's that 0.0.0.1% that they're all lying and I'm living in my car like an idiot and Bill's a good guy. It doesn't seem fair.
Yeah, well.
And also, in this scenario, why am I being punished and Bill still gets to live in a big fucking house, but I got to live in my car for my morals because of what he's done?
Because
this doesn't sound like a
came
fair...
on unqualified.
And
right. This is your fate, your destiny. You were the one who chose to move here.
You know what's happened? Like, Bill would walk past my car, and you know how he's all judgy with people like, "You're living in your car, you got to work harder. You're living in your car because you don't respect America." Like that. I'd be, fuck you, Bill. I did this because of one stupid question. I lost my left hand because I want to eat fucking meat, and now I'm living in a fucking car. I was married to my ex for 4 years. She's fucking sitting next to me because I don't want to go to prison.
But guess what? The good news is your semen is selling for like thousands of dollars per gram.
Why?
Because it's so soft. Everyone on the podcast has heard
my soft semen. I tell you one thing that you won't know about me, public. I know that girls don't find this attractive in any way, but this is my only sexual thing that I think I have over most men.
Ooh, I love this.
I get extraordinary distance on my semen, on my ejaculations.
Oh. Why wouldn't we love this?
Pineapple juice.
No.
You drink pineapple juice?
I drink tons of pineapple juice.
That's.
I have a pigment tail on the donkey.
I read that in Tommy Lee's book.
No, they make
Tommy
it taste better.
What?
Pineapple juice makes it taste better. It sweetens it.
Oh, I thought it gives it distance.
Oh, no. I don't know, but no? I'm the king of pineapple juice. But
but you might be right about the sweet. It makes more sense. It sweetens it.
It sweetens the coffee, but I actually just like pineapple juice, and having sweet cum is a payoff because when you get a lot of distance, if you masturbate on your back like I do,
see my fruit
several
platter
times
over
I've
there?
shot myself in the mouth.